Yes, sir. What's up? It's your girl, Lady Cam. I finna take a little walk with me. Finna tell y'all about a little bit about me, Lady Cam. Yeah, man, Lady Cam. I was born in Dallas, Texas, raised in Louisiana. After my parents split up, came down to the boot. Been down here, basically just promote my music. And my start, how I got my start was I needed a way to basically start expressing myself. So I used music as a form of that. I started off doing poetry, writing short stories, ended up rapping, as well as drawing and producing later on. Let's see, down here basically it's kind of hard trying to get out down here in Baton Rouge. So I basically utilize the internet a lot, YouTube and the MySpace, as well as different open mics that we would have down here. So basically, after I found out that I really wanted to do this, what I did is we had a talent show in my high school, Baker High. And a couple of my cousins, they were actually supposed to perform with me, but some other people were like saying negative things, like when we get on stage, they were gonna boo us, etc., etc. So I was like, well, if I really wanted to do this, what I'll do is just go on stage by myself and do it. Ended up being a huge success. You can actually check out the performance on my YouTube. It's from 2005, the talent show. After I did the talent show, the next day, like, people were like, I didn't know you could do all that, etc., and all this. It was just crazy. So ever since then, I just kept moving forward, kept doing it. A lot of times people say negative things. You just have to block all that out and keep doing what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, they're not living your life, walking your shoes. So after that, I went to school, actually college in Atlanta, Georgia, video production. Down there, just moving my music, open mics, any way possible, just getting exposure. So right now, what I'm working on is my Groundhog Volume 3 mixtape. That's due later on this month, April, as well as the album. I recently got signed to a record label called Urban Dream Records. You can check them out online as well as the MySpace Urban Dream Records. Shout out to Tawan, the CEO. So basically, we're looking for a single, different songs that I have, trying to drop this summer. The album is going to be titled Breakaway, so make sure y'all be on the lookout for that.
Okay, what do you think you bring different to the game?
I would say...
And with you being a female artist, what perspective do you have?
As far as being a female artist, first and foremost, even though I'm a rapper, I do a little bit of R&B, but in order to be a successful female artist, you have to remember, first of all, you're a female. So even though you could probably rap hard like a rapper dude, but you just have to stay as a female. Bring that femininity, if you want to say it, to the table. So you could go hard as the fellas, but as long as you let them know that you are a female and you're representing for the ladies, then you can just take over.
Okay. What's your take on this? People's having the opinion that hip hop is dead or is dying?
Hip hop, true hip hop to me is underground hip hop. I wouldn't say that it's dead. I would say that it's just not really being looked at right now. You still have a lot of underground MCs that are going hard and still doing what they're doing. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's dead. I say there's a void. I mean, it's just like, because music reflects on what's going on in the world. So when you say hip hop is dead, I mean a lot of guidance is kind of gone. So it kind of goes in hand and what. So I think it'll take somebody like a Nas to bring it back, even though he was the one that said it was dead, which I understood where he was coming from. He was just trying to get us to be aware that, hey, we really need to bring in some conscious things, some awareness to the game.
Okay. What kind of advice can you give to some people who might be just getting started?
Never give up. I know it's kind of simple, never give up, but seriously, honestly, you just can't give up. If this is really meant for you and you really want to do it, you can't ever give up, regardless of the situations. I deal with a lot of situations, but you all have to overcome. Put God first. If you believe in God, hopefully you do. But yeah, put God first. Never give up, and just keep striving for excellence. Always get better and better. Never burn bridges. You don't want to do that. You never know when they might need you, vice versa. Never burn bridges. Just keep going. Keep practicing your art form, no matter what anyone says.
What do you think you bring different to the game? It's a lot of, everybody in there would tell me that 100,000 artists try to rap every 3 years. It's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
What do you think you bringing new to the game?
I would say, I don't want to say different because everybody's being different, but they're all being the same at the same time. So I would say just being true to who I am first, as well as giving everybody what they need.
Okay. What does it mean to have street credit?
Street credit? I would say street credit, basically, you could do what you do, be real successful, and be able to come back to, I guess, the hood or the streets and still have that same respect. That's street cred. So shout out to street cred.
All right. Tell us a little bit about some of your past projects.
Past projects, of course, Groundhog Volume 1 and 2. Had
Who
a lot
did
of
you work with on that?
I work with an artist named KO. He's out in Baton Rouge. Shout out to KO. Other artists who I worked with, as far as local rappers, Mike D. I worked with as far as touring, open up shows. I opened up for Cash Money, Juvenile, as well as Fox with True Entertainment. So shout out to both of those opportunities I had in the past. Wonderful opportunities. Let's see. As far as any other let's see. As far as like production wise, because I also produce, I'm sending tracks. I don't know if you heard of her. She's a female rapper. Her name is Miss Nana. So I'm sending tracks to Miss Nana. You heard of Miss Nana? Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's down to earth. So shout out to her. As well as I met Keisha Cole and Mandy. They actually heard my music. They're really feeling it. So they've been showing me some support promotions as well. So we got that kicking off. But it's a real good look. It's a real good look. A lot of things are really popping off, I could say. With all this hard work and struggles and longevity, it's paying off.
Tell us a little bit about some of the struggles.
Just trying to keep family situations in the family perspective and the business perspective. Trying not to let those two collide. You know, say for instance, you had an argument with a family member. You have to do something professional. You have to learn how to keep that over there and this over here. Learn how to separate those. As well as just, like I said before, don't burn bridges. You don't want to do that. That's the worst thing you can ever do. And just keep it cool with everybody. Just have patience. That's the main thing a lot of people are missing nowadays, is just having patience. Not always trying to rush and push the envelope. It's going to come if it's for you. If it's not, then you're going to have something better to look up to or look forward to. So don't rush. Don't be impatient. Be patient.
What's your lyrical content? What are you trying to...
Everything that I do, everything that I say is going to be a message in there, regardless if it is a fun record. If you listen to my lyrics, because I remember, shout out to Trail, because he was like one of the first producers that I worked with on a song called Till the Club Up. I don't know if y'all heard it on 94.9 back in the get-go. But he told me, he said, you're a lyricist. And I'm like, what is a lyricist? I didn't understand what that meant. But he was like, whenever you write or whatever you record, you tell a story. And I'm like, I guess, but that's how I always wrote. Because like I said before, I started off writing stories. So it just formed into raps and poetry. So everything that I'm on, everything that I'm rapping on, singing on, regardless, it's going to take you somewhere. It's a story. It's a true life event. It really happened. If not to me, then somebody around me. So that's with everything that I do. So it's not teachy, preacher, or nothing like that. But you'll understand the concept. Very lyrical, if I must say.
All right, what do you think gives you street credit?
Street credit?
Yeah.
Being that I'm in touch with the people around me. Being that you go here, basically I'm a people person, I would say. So I could come in the streets and be like, yo, what's going on? And I could go here and do a show and still come back to where I was raised, where I'm from. So that's street credit to me. And that's why I say I would have street credit.
You want to give us some shout-outs?
Shout-outs, I would say shout out to the CEO at Urban Dream Records for believing in me, Tawan. Shout out to KO, shout out to Street Cred, shout out to Trill, shout out to Mr. Lee, the first studio I ever recorded. Shout out to him, shout out to all the DJs that show me love, DJ Aries, DJ Chisel out of here, Baton Rouge. Shout out to Fox True Entertainment. And basically everybody showing me love and support, family, friends, and foes. Lady Cam. And as well as you can check out my MySpace, /Lady Cam music page. The YouTube is /Lady Cam with 2 M's, LADYCAMM. And I also have my mixtape on mixtapepass.com if y'all ever check that out. SoundClick, Google me. Alright, yo, it's Lady Cam. They tried to take me out of life and told me I was nothing. I had to prove the haters wrong. I'm double time hustling. I was paid before the earthly globe was even made. You feeling hopeless is a bad and a false thing to say. We all not perfect. Just repent and live another day. Move on, stand strong and live life like a holiday. Haters move out my way. I'm on the written mission. This life is real. I got a dream. Follow my intuition. You gonna be mad at me when I do my thing. Cause we grew up in the same hood and did the same thing. Started at the same race, at the same pace, had the chance for the same grace, the same faith. I see life better now. I'm towards a happy place. I left them drugs alone. No more cancer sticks. No more feeling like I'm worthless when I am I'm a champion. Meet you in the championship. Slay the Cam.
Bro.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your girl, Lady Cam. Finna bust out. Got my boy,
KO the champ.
You know,
Bam B's the kid.
And Dumb did it, see?
You dig? BR's finest, you dig?
Top Dog NT, Black House NT.
Black House
Cam Recordings.
Black House, you heard me?
Let's do it, you dig?
You know, man. Y'all be on the lookout for the new album. It's called Breakaway.
Street.Credit is over. TKO is a knockout. Bam Beezy, the key to Black House Effect, already out. Go get that, you heard?
Go get that shit.
Shout out Street Cred though, you heard me?
You dig? Street Cred.
Mr. Tony, my
You ain't nothing if you ain't on Street Cred.
Street Cred.
Money, you heard me?
Oh.
Black House. Black House, you know.